Hey, are we...
Looks like we are.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
And they have the nerve to call this an orienteering exercise. I'm not certain what I was expecting from an academy founded by Emperor Drykles, but I can tell you this wasn't it.
You can say that again. And what was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
What was that? There.
The statue?
What the heck is that?
A beast of living stone? Are monsters like this common in the Empire? Of course not!
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right. Damn. And here I thought the worst was over.
Hideos?
Don't let it intimidate you!
Here we go!
All right.
My turn!
Right! Keep that!
My turn!
Leave it to me. There! Leave it to me. Keep that!
Here we go!
All right.
Right!
It's my turn!
Here we go!
All right.
My turn!
Here we go!
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. There!
Right!
Go!
Right! All right. There!
My turn!
Go!
It's my turn! Leave it to me. There! Together, we're unbeatable. Is it dead?
No, it's down, but no.
Oh!
That's one hell of a set. Looks like this thing has our number.
It's no use. We're too. Guess I have no choice.
Stand back!
Hi! You made it!
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay. I'm sorry we took
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
We give it everything we have.
But with this many of us,
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
So it's all come down to me then.
You!
Arcus, activate.
Airstrike! An opening!
go!
This one's mine!
We did it!
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end?
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just...
There was a shimmering veil of blue light surrounding each of us.
Was there?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your...
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced.
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize. Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day. I'm so proud of you. Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
What are we supposed to be happy?
I have so many questions. I'm not even sure where to...
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind...
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen?
That is a valid... There's no single monolithic reason why you all... But if I had to name a major contributing factor, It'd be those Arcus orbments you've got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle orbment, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality, but their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experience.
So that's what.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync, even in the most chaotic. You can hardly put a price on. It could bring about.
Idealistic.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7,
I see. But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? Just.
what indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know. And that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7? Oh, if you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Oh, wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular...
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student, too. Any more
Allow me to take part. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
Sign me up too! I kind of feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let me join too.
Huh?
Oh, I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general...
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to...
Words to live by right there. And that brings us to an even...
Don't really care either way. You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Fine, I'm in.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent... Which leaves just the 2 of you. I can see you've got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Like hell we will! The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life. Unless something is done about it, this country has no future.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eusus Alborea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Huh?
Why? You're the son of a duke! Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. As far as the House of Alborea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this. No?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do. I'm in. Come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye.
Oh.
The pot shouldn't be too hard on the...
Give a guy a break.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9. With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you. I hope you keep those high spirits all year.
Well, well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this, too, is the divine providence of the goddess.
How do you mean?
Well, seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek. A light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over.
All right. Time to get going.
Oh, Reen!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now, too? How about we walk there together?
Sure. It's getting late, though, so we might need to pick up...
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left...
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now.
Oh, he's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
Huh.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late.
Hey, wait for Amelia. We'll see you in class.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge. She knows it was just an accident, right? Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the career. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly in... I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well, as are Laura and Guy.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't...
Huh? I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end. When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way.
Is something...
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
So they're from one of the upper... This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the... Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really? Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club? It doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand. Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lion, a civil war lasting several years. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the... The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time... But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire. And that name, of course, was Dreikels Rhysei Arnor. He would later become known as Dreikels the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of... Dreikels' army was initially rather small, but as he traveled across the empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces... Now, the place where Emperor Dreikels... Rien Schwarzer.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day.
Will the Academy's facilities...
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one. So feel free to patronize. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical?
What does that entail?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time, too, just to keep...
I definitely don't like the sound.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
What? Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, that concludes today's homeroom.
Yes, instructor. All rise.
This should be the student I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the student
Hey there, how's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past...
Oh, yeah. It's not easy, but... Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the... But you just hang in.
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if...
Hey, now, let's not... First things first. How about you let me show you this cool
trick?
You got a 50...
I think so.
Cheers. All right?
Huh?
Now, which hand is the coin?
It's in your...
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty... Though, wait. You said...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year. Oh, and, the student council room is on the second floor. See you around.
Wait! Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like, oh well. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush.
Please come in.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're...
It's been about 2 weeks. Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwartz. Instructor Sarah sent you.
Yes. So, I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering.
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior. The name's Toa Hirsch. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities, so if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know. I'll do everything in my power.
Thank you. She's seriously the student council president? The reason is because you're holding on to something for class.
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on...
Let's see. Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty... And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment. So yours had to become...
Meaning these notebooks have information in them
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their company. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year. So we could just reuse last... But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently. So we had to write...
Okay. But wait. Who...
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it, which means it's my fault this has taken so long.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time. Is that really part of the student council? It seems more like something our instructor should be.
Technically, you're right. But she's always... And I help out the other instructors a lot, too. So I don't mind lending her a hand from time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment. So you just need me to give these to the other students?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you...
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it. She said you've agreed to help out the student council. It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our work? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of... She said you were all really eager to help out. So I should try to delegate some of my duties to...
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I miss... Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just...
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolute... Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any...
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding. But don't worry, I won't give you an... It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the academy.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm. Will that be okay with...
Sure thing. Dusk already? Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner and she's still got more student council work to do yet. Hello? This is
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunder... I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But all right. I'm happy to play. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student.
Oh, that's entirely... If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force...
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so... There is one question Why me? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president. So, Emma, or Ma, and even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. So what makes me so special?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of...
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, but in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are... Surely even you can see that.
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs. So I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, so there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Balls in your...
Wait, what are you...
Beer. It's the weekend, and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is...
are you...
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go? It seems like you're desperately trying, but if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes. Make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew, and all transgressions will be forgiven.
If I don't plant myself... She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and... Right.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight. Right. Now!
Got it! Here we go! Now's a chance!
I'll lead you up!
It's my turn. There.
My turn! Go!
I'll lead you up!
It's my turn. You're open.
Got it! My turn! Go!
Right.
Leave it to me. There. I go where the wind.
Bring it on!
Leave it to me. There.
Here we go! Now's a chance!
It's my turn. There.
Won't give up. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Enemies ahead!
It's my turn.
Won't give up. I'm sorry, everyone.
You're mine! You're mine!
Right.
It's my turn. There. It's my turn. You're mine!
Right. Oh, we did it!
Nice.
Watch out, guys!
Go!
Right.
All right. open! You're mine!
Here we go! Now's our chance!
All right. There!
My turn!
My turn!
It's my turn.
My turn!
Right! All right, let's keep going!
I did it!
Enemies ahead!
Here we go!
We'll have to fight!
Go!
I'll take you up! My turn!
It's my turn. There! Together, we're unbeatable.
Now's our chance!
Here we
can
go.
do this!
Leave it to me.
My turn!
Here we go! Now's our chance!
I'll take you up!
It's my turn. There! We're open! The winds must be on our side.
They must be, because that was a breeze.
Oh, a treasure chest! Yay, we're at the end! This looks tough. Careful!
Now's our chance!
It's my turn. There! Now!
My turn! Go!
My turn!
All right! There! We're open!
Here we go! Now's our chance!
All right!
My turn! Go!
Now!
It's my turn. We're open!
Go! Now's our chance! They must
The
be.
winds must
That
be
was
on
a
our
breeze.
side.
Great!
All right!
I'm just...
Not bad. But I don't think I can manage much more. I guess I should just be grateful I was able to pass the beginner exam. Better do some study. It sounds like this is going to be a busy week. What with that ominous practical exam looming over. I do have that radio. We had that orbital. Never knew they made them. Let's see.
It's 9 p.m. and you're listening to Welcome, Welcome. Don't touch that dial. It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Train. I call it might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best. Anyway, my name is Misty, and hopefully I'll get to feature some famous guests at some point, so be sure you tune in.
You know, she's got a pretty... This might be good to leave on in the back.
I hope life has been treating all of you well this month as we slowly near the end of it. Here in Trista, the beautiful Lino flowers have passed their peak, but wilting flowers are beautiful in their own way as they serve to remind us just how... I'm sure many of our listeners are students, busy with the challenges of adjusting. But what harm is there in taking a moment to admire...
Okay, let's get your practice. To be completely clear from the outset, this exam is about more than just testing your physical strength and it's designed to hone in on how capable you are of making defeating your opponent quickly.
So we're going to have to use our heads.
Reen? Elliot?
Right.
Uh-oh. Got it.
Here we go.
What's that?
No, I'm not sensing any light.
That's right. Think of it like a scarecrow, only it's a moving scarecrow. I've set its parameters fairly high, though, so it is formidable. But if you give it your all, make good use of your Arcus's...
So that's what you're playing.
All right.
Enemy sighted! Take him out! Here we go!
All right. Now.
Here we go!
All right. We're open.
Go! There's a chance!
Here.
Right.
All right. There.
My there's a chance!
Here.
They must be.
The winds must be on our side. We won.
Don't know how.
Not bad. Not bad. Excellent use of combat links, too. Seems like the practice you got in the old...
It just made...
Oh?
Have those three been training in secret?
All right. On to the second. Laura, Emma, Eustace.
That was tougher than I... It does seem like combat links are the key to fighting.
That's rather...
Instructor, what exactly was that marionette we just...
Yeah, that thing... Machine, maybe? I've never seen it.
Just a little something I got roped into working with a while. I'd rather not use it if I don't have to, but I can't deny it serves as a valuable function. And it's rather customized. I mean, it did its job quite well during our test, didn't it?
I get the feeling there's a whole lot she'd rather not tell us.
Anyway, that brings this month's... But as you might recall, I told you I had a big announcement for you today, too. I'll give you a hint. It's about a special part. Give up? Well, I'll come. The special task you're about to be assigned is a field.
Field study?
Oh, I don't like the sound of...
You'll be split into two groups, A and B. And while you're there, you'll be given a number of tasks to complete. Doesn't that sound like fun?
We only just got to the academy, and we're already being...
Will you not be coming with us?
Oh, of course not. It'd be much too easy for you if I were there to bail you out every time the water... You've got to be cruel to be kind.
Well, I'm certainly not opposed to a challenge if it allows me to.
Instructor Valista, where exactly will we...
Ah, yes. As I said, you'll be split into 2 groups. Each of you, please come forward and take one of these to see how the groups...
What?
What?
Well, these are certainly some interesting groupings.
Keldic and Parm. Are they both in Erebonia?
Yeah, Keldic's a market town on the east side of...
And Parm is situated in the deep south.
All that way? How irritating.
I'm less worried about where we're going than the utter lack of sense that went into these groupings.
Unbelievable.
You'll be leaving this weekend, and we'll be out in the field for 2 days. Your means of reaching your respective locations will, of course, be by... So do make sure you're thoroughly prepared, rested, and rearing to go.
Thank you for everything.
I still haven't been able to apologize. We can't exactly avoid working with one another when we're in the same group. I'm sure this is pretty awkward for her too, so I really want to say something, but when am I going to get... Morning, Elisa. You're, early. We don't have to be here for another 20 minutes, you know.
Well, the same goes. What time did you...
Around 5? Though I always try to be up by then.
Oh, really? Morning practice? Oh, you haven't joined any clubs, have you? So I guess...
How does she know that? No, it's just a force of habit. I've gotten used to waking up. You're in the lacrosse club, right? So I'm guessing you do have to deal with morning practice.
Yeah, twice a week, apparently.
I'm
really sorry. Well, why are you... That was certain... But no, I knew it was just an unfortunate accident from the very beginning. I mean, I was on top of you. I kind of lost my head, and before I knew it, I'd slapped you. And you had your hands out like you were trying to catch me, right? So if anything, I should be thanking...
Don't worry about it. That trapdoor was obviously designed so we wouldn't get hurt from the fall. If I hadn't tried to play the hero, I wouldn't have been pinned under you, and none of this would have...
There's no way you could have known that. No matter how you look at it, I'm the one in the wrong here. So thank you for trying to protect me. And...
No, it's... Sorry, I have trouble. My little sister is always getting on my case for being so...
Oh, you have a younger sister? That's a question for another time. I think I'm the same. I've been trying to apologize for the past couple weeks, but every time I set my mind to it, I always just wound up avoiding it.
You did try to help me out in class last week.
Oh, you noticed. I was hoping that would give us a chance to talk. Though you didn't need my help in the end, so it didn't really do much.
I still appreciate the...
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. We've safely established that what happened wasn't your fault, but the result of it is another issue.
What are we talking...
Oh, come on! You have to know what I...
This is still in regards to the accident in the old...
Yes! Specifically the part where your face ended up right in my... You know... And I forbid you from ever thinking about that. Are we...
Yes! Trying to avoid thinking about it is just going to make it harder to forget, though.
Huh?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. A lovely day.
You two certainly got... Looks like you finally managed to make up.
Well...
Yeah, I think we're on good terms.
It's been a bit trying watching the two of you simmer these and I know Elisa has been desperate to apologize for her behavior this whole...
Whoa, what? That's only because I thought it would be awkward for two people who aren't talking to work. Don't go getting the wrong idea or...
Whatever you say.
Well, as long as the two of you have smoothed things over, that's what's...
Now that we're all here, let's say we head out. The train's not due for a while longer, so we can swing by a few shops and stock up on supplies.
The Academy's facilities are supposed to be open early.
Oh, that's perfect. We can make use of the engineering club's facilities before...
Shall we depart then?